Have you seen this?
No, sir.
Okay. So what this is they will give you rent for workspace here. Per day you can take the per chair 1200 to 2000 rupees. Okay, let's say I want to register one company. Okay, I will register one company. Okay, and if I want to get any project from the clients, what I will do, I will book this table here. So this is uh, uh, table, 6 chair table. Okay, I am going to pay it per day. Okay, per day I will pay 6,000. Okay, so I will meet the client here. They will come here. Okay, I will have power, then internet connectivity, everything I will have. Okay, so all I need to do is I will register it. Once I am done, okay, for that day, next day I am not going to come. That's it. My office is roaming. Whenever there is a requirement, I will go and visit it. Okay. So in Bangalore, you have lot of 315 work avenue. Okay, there are more than 500 or 600 buildings here in Bangalore. Okay, so what they will do, they will give a rent per seat. Okay, so it is like a remote office. So you come and you work and you go. Okay, so my requirement is only for year, per year I will be using 2 3 or 5 days. Whenever I want to speak with client, I will be using that time only. That's it. After that I will close. Okay, I don't have any requirement. I am done. Okay, similarly here also we have the same concept here, server and serverless. Server means you will be hosting it, you will be using the service here. Let's say, so I will draw it here. So this I am using a server here. Server means your VM, okay, or your EC2 instance, or anything you are continuously running. So that we will call it as a server here. Serverless is, okay, I will be running temporarily. Okay, whatever I run it, so that run time only you will charge me in the milliseconds. Okay, so just like how I have explained you this per day chair here. Okay, 1200. So here you will be using it monthly here. So when you lease a building, you will be leasing it for 5 years or 10 years. So in terms of real estate, okay, here you are using it per day here. Similarly, it is like this. In server, you will be owning that server. Here you will not be owning that server. You will just run your code. Let's say I want to run something code here, and then I will pass it or I will stop it. That's it. That is your serverless. So we'll see what and all you will be getting it. So I will first open the supporting content here, what I have shared it earlier. So hope you have this content. I will copy this content. Okay, then let me paste it here. Okay. So here your server is a traditional server Okay, traditional computer. Let me change it. This is your traditional computer. So you will be using this. Okay. So you have control over your OS, your runtime, and then your scaling up, patching, all that. You will be handling this complete under your control. Okay. So these are your actual virtual machine that run continuously. Okay. These are your server based, and this will be always running. So whether you run it or whether it is handling request or not, so you will be running it 24/7 here. So you should not be stopping this. Okay, the server based. So here you will be billing based on your server uptime and capacity. So your instance t-shirt size and how much you are running. Okay. So whether you are using the VM or not, EC2 instance, whether you are running it, whether it is useful or not, Amazon doesn't care. Okay. So I will bill you once you start running. I will start billing. That's it. Okay. So now here you are doing the scaling also here. Okay. Scaling means, so if you want to expand it, one instance. Okay. So if you want to increase instance 2, if it is overloaded, or you want to expand the capacity, you want to put into a scaling group, then you will be doing this. Okay. So scaling you will be doing it. So I will let you know the scaling also, how the scaling will be done. Okay. So more VMs you will be doing it. Okay. One by one it will be doing the scaling here. Okay. So this is the part of whatever you manage it, whether you manage your physical servers or EC2 instance or any physical server in the data center. Okay. These are all called as server based. Okay. So now you have serverless. Okay. Where you will be running it on demand. Okay. So whenever there is a demand, I will just come in and I will execute it. Okay. So wherever this get executed, I don't care. Okay. So you give me the output. Let's say I have a program here, Python program I have Node.json, or I am having Go program. Okay. So it will take around 10 minutes to execute that program. That's it. Okay. I will be using that, and then once it is done, I am done with that. So I don't need this instance. I will be paying only for 10 minutes. Okay. So you are going to control it, your application code, and it triggers. How you are going to trigger that, it depends. Okay. So let me share. This guy is asking me the link here. 1 minute. Okay. So you are going to trigger it, whether it is a schedule or a message or your API request. So that will be your triggering point. Okay. So what will be my triggering point to start this service? Okay. So your billing will be completely on the pay per execution or duration. Okay. 100 milliseconds of compute plus number of invocation. Like how many times you are calling. So your invocation is like I am calling it 10 times or 20 times, like that. Based on that you will be charged here. Okay. If you are not running, then nothing will be charged. Okay. This is how your uh, server and serverless will work. Okay. So infra here you will be managing here, or operations team will be managing. Okay. So let's say you are into a DevOps team. Okay. So let's say the infra is managed by the infra guys. So then you are not going to touch on the server. Okay. So these guys will be managing the server here. Let's say you are running a unpredictable application. Okay. So you will ask, okay, we will go with the serverless, let that comes in and we will execute this. Okay. So cost here is you are going to pay even if you are not using this. Okay. You pay even when the server is idle here. So you pay only when this is called, when it is invoked. Okay. Scaling you need to manually configure here. So how you are going to scale this, you will manually configure here. This will be automatically done. Scaling will be automatically done. Cold start, we'll see what is the cold start here. Okay. So we will see what is the hard start and cold start. Okay. So this is well suited for long task. Okay. So I am running a website here. Okay. And I want to have some programs running continuously and my application is serving users. Then you will go ahead with the
Sir,
server. Yeah.
sir, one doubt, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, this one ideal cost. What do you mean by ideal cost? Scaling and cold starts.
Ideal cost.
Ideal cost, scaling,
Okay.
and cold start. Just now you said the aspect.
See, you are running an instance. Okay. And it is not at all consuming anything. Okay. It is running 24/7. Nobody is using it. You are just running an instance in AWS. Okay. So that it will be ideal here. Right. You are not running anything. It is just you just left it. Nothing is running. Okay. Only you have turned on your EC2 instance and you have gone. So nothing is there, but still you will be billed for this. Okay. Even if it is idle, you will be billed. Whereas in serverless, you will pay only when you have utilizing this. Okay. When the function you will call it, then only you will execute it. Understood or not?
Yes, sir. Understood. Sir.
So if you are, this is like a server. Okay. Like a you are taking it, let's say monthly you have a subscription of a car. Okay. You are paying 10,000 monthly per car. Okay. You bought a car, you are paying a monthly 10,000. So that car owner will not care whether you are using the car daily or not. He will just collect money 10,000 per month. Okay. So now in this case you are paying per trip. Okay. If I go for 10 kilometers, then I will pay only for 10 kilometers. I am not going to pay for 1 month. So that is server and serverless. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So we will go into presentation here. Okay. So same presentation I will run through it. Okay. So we will be running through fast here. This is server based computing. Okay. This is traditional always on model, okay, where you are running it very critical workloads, or you are running any services where you are hosting any company websites, all that you will be doing it on the server based model. Okay, serverless will be your event driven. So whenever there is an event, okay, wherever there is an API, wherever there is a message, so based on that you will be executing that. Okay, there is something called as triggering point. Okay, like in gas stove you will do the lighter, right? You will put that lighter and you will press that, you will litter it, then it will spark. Okay, so that it is called as event driven. Here we will see what are all that events it will be triggering. We will see that. Then you will have a side to side comparison here. Then what are all the AWS service mapping, okay, in the serverless. Then how you are going to do the cost and scaling based on your traffic behavior. Then it is and the decision framework, which model will be suitable for which workload. Okay. So in server based, okay, you will have EC2 instance, like just how we were doing our VMs running it. Okay. So you provision it, you manage it, and you will be continuously running, and you are responsible for that OS. Okay. And your runtime, patching, all that you are going to manage it on the server based. Okay. So and you have to be running it for 24/7. Once you launch it, you will be running. Okay. So whether you stop it or not, that again differs. Whether if you are not using, then you can stop it. If you want to use, you will start it. But in companies, they will not keep it on. They will not keep it off. Okay. Either you turn it on or you delete it. So both. Either way, you should be selecting only one. Okay, you cannot do two, because you will be charged for the attached storage also. Okay, so if you are running any instance, or if you have turned off, your storage will be incurring the charges here. So 8 GB you will have this per EC2 instance. That 8 GB it will be charged, even though you are not running, you will get charges for that particular storage. Okay. Now you will be managing it here. This is your always running. Okay. Exist whether you are using it or is it busy. Whether it is busy or idle, you will be running it all the time. Okay. So and you will be paying for the capacity. Okay, it will be billed per hour, per second of the uptime here, not for the usage. So it will be billed for the uptime, how much time you are using that particular instance. Okay, so you have full control and manage the OS. Okay, so you will be patching all that we just discussed on that. And the serverless, okay, it will run based on the demand. Okay, whenever you trigger it, it will run and then it will stop. Okay, once the your Python program executed, that's it. Once I am done, I am not going to use it any further. Okay, so here it will be pay per execution, billed for invocation. So you, how many times you are calling, and what is the duration of that particular execution. Okay, max execution for this will be 15 minutes. Okay, so if you are executing more than 15 minutes, then it is not ideal to use the serverless computing. So this is one model where you will be running only that particular period of time. Okay. So here you are not going to manage your EC2 instance, nothing. Okay. So you will be just running in one any server. Then once it is done, you will come out of it. Okay. So now you will ask, okay, who will manage these servers? Okay, no server management. There is no OS, no patching, no capacity planning. How this will be running? Okay. So you can ask this question. There should be one server. It should be running. How come there is no server here when my functions are running? Okay. So for that scenario, okay, so we will go back here. So you will have a Amazon servers dedicated for these functions. Okay, Amazon will be managing these servers. Okay, let's say these are your EC2 instance. This is your functions here. Okay, or your code. So whenever you trigger it, your APIs, it will run there, and it will be, you will get the output. That's it. These are all managed by Amazon. Okay. So if you are owning your EC2 instance or your Kubernetes or any you are managing, then you will be running it in your premises or in your boundary. Okay. So this is where the functions will come only for execution part. Okay. So this is where your Lambda will come here. Okay. Our next topic will be on the Lambda only. Okay. So you write the function. Okay, you will trigger it. Once you trigger it, then you are going to execute. Okay, once that get executed, then it will, okay, it will remove, means it will is going to shut down. Okay, I am done it. So what is the bill now? Okay, I have utilized 100 milliseconds of your CPU. You tell me how much the bill is. That is your serverless computing. Okay, so this is the same. Okay, so now you will be looking at the execution limits here. Okay, so here in EC2 instance or in physical server where you are managing, so the execution limit is none here. You can run as long as you are willing to pay. Okay, long processing, everything is fine. In serverless, it is time limited. Okay, 15 minutes max on Lambda. Okay, it is time limited. So if you are if you want to run more than that, you will be not going for the functions here, serverless. Okay, so here you will hold state in memory. This is stateless. Okay, you are not holding any memory here, like nothing. Memory, you don't have any even RAM also. Just it will execute and it will give you the output here. Cold start means it is not applicable here. Okay, possible on first or rare invocation. Okay, so I will ask Roy here. Okay, Roy, you want to tell about cold state? What is cold state? Cold starts?
Cold start, I don't know. What is this?
Okay. See, cold start is, I want to run for first time. Okay, let's say in winter, you will start the bike. Okay, it will not start. Have you seen that in winter times? It will
Yes.
not start. Okay, for first time it will take some time and you need to heat it for little
Hmm.
time.
Hmm.
Okay, after that it will start immediately. Okay, that time is called your cold start here. So whenever you want to run one function, so it will take, for the first time it will see, okay, I want to take any server where I have to run. Okay, that it will take some milliseconds to start. That is called cold start. Okay, so once you run that function, okay, then after 3-4 seconds you again start your lambda function. Okay, then you will be having hot start. Okay, it will not cold start, because you have already used a memory here. Okay, you have already used the invocation here. It will start immediately. So that is called cold starts here. Okay, so here in EC2 this is not at all applicable, because you are dedicatedly having a memory here. Okay, so this is best for steady and predictable and long running workloads. Okay, that's when you will select the EC2 here. And for lambda, so you have spiky, means you don't know when it will start, when it will stop, when the users will come immediately, or anytime some based on any event. Okay, so that you will be triggering it. Based on that you will take that serverless. Okay, so let's say I want to have a intermittent. Okay, like every 5 minutes once users will come onto my websites. Okay, or they want to execute some code. Okay, let's say they are uploading the images. Okay, so they upload a image, let's say on Amazon, they take a screenshot, location screenshot they will take. So if they are taking that screenshot, okay, that I will call it as a event here. Whenever someone uploads it or takes a photo, so there should be a function that should be running, and it should upload and it should trigger some task. That I will take. Okay, I am not going to own any EC2 instance here. Okay, that is where I will be using the serverless function here. Okay, so now you will see what and all you will have a in typical use cases, what services you will be running. Okay, so you have it here on server based stack. You have your EC2 instance on the compute side, and then on the auto scaling part, and then relational database. Okay, and then your block storage, elastic load balancer, all your route 53 and CloudFront. Okay, so this CloudFront, I have already told you about the content delivery. Okay, content delivery network, about the Akamai or Cloudflare. So if you go into my earlier videos, you will see this CDN network. Okay, so this is the product from the Amazon. So CloudFront, they acquired it. Okay, so it will be caching the content here. These are all server based. Serverless is you are triggering the API gateway here. Okay, whenever there is an entry or a request. Okay, whenever someone clicks it. Okay, one of the student also created a project with the API gateway. Okay, so what it will do, you are just asking it, okay, I want to create a user. So once you trigger it, it will execute that function now. Okay, so now you are executing the compute here. Okay, runs only on trigger. Okay, your triggering point is, okay, your API gateway here. So you can have any triggering point, not only the API gateway. You can put it in anything here. Okay, even your S3 storage file also you can put, or you can put any log also. Okay, so we will see it how we are going to trigger that. Okay, then you have DynamoDB. Okay, managed NoSQL database. Okay, this is managed. Okay, this is managed by the Amazon here. Okay, you are not going to manage everything. Whatever you just execute it, this will come and store it in a DynamoDB. Okay, then you have S3 files, S3 bucket. Okay, object store for your files or your static content, all that. So you are not owning any instance here, whereas in EBS you will be attaching this to your EC2 instance here, or even if you are doing it as a EFS also here, your shared storage, that will be also here server based. Okay, so these are all your AWS service mapping, where you will be using it for server and serverless stack. Okay, so this is your EC2 always on. Okay, relative cost, and this is serverless. Okay, based on the traffic. Okay, so low if there is no traffic here. Okay, so medium, okay, you are getting that 30% of the cost. Okay, so if it is high, then you will be getting the cost here almost same to your EC2 instance here. Okay, so when there is a huge spike here, then there is no use, there is no point in using the serverless function here. Okay, so now we will see which model we are going to use it. Okay, so we will see if that is predictable, steady and high volume traffic, then you are going with the server here. So these are all your model. Okay, so we'll see it here, what we can have it in the Lambda here. Now we'll show you the content. This covered server and serverless, and we'll go with the Lambda here. DEVOPS. Earlier this was getting a, I am getting a bar here, vertical bar, horizontal bar and vertical bar. How to get this one bar here? Anybody know? There is a, it will come one bar here, like this. I have a horizontal bar. You will get vertical bar also. I got it earlier. Now I am not getting it. Okay. View. More than this one, I am using this. Okay, so we'll see what is serverless. I will go back to the presentation. Okay, so I have one more presentation for Lambda. Okay, so your Lambda is on the serverless part. Okay, whenever you want to run something which is serverless, means you are not going to use any VM or EC2 instance. That time you will be using this Lambda function. Okay, so run code without provisioning or managing any server here. So that is your Lambda. Okay, so this is your serverless compute service. Okay, so you upload your code. Okay, let's say you want to run any Python program. So you will take one Python program and you will put it, and then you will run it. Okay, in response to the events, it will automatically generate. Okay, let's say your code will generate some output. Okay, you will just take that output, that's it. Okay, so you are not managing that server, or you are not patching, or you are not doing anything. What you are just doing is you are just running that your code there on the Python, on the Lambda. You are using it and you are running. So you have this in the Google Colapse. So you have used it in the Google Colapse, right? That is just like your Lambda only. Okay, you are just running there. Once it executes, then it will stop. Okay, you have already used that Google Colapse. So this is also similar to this, and it is going to give you a private configuration. Okay, that is completely public. This you will have it. It will run when it is triggered. Okay, whenever you ask it to run, then only it will run. Okay, so whenever there is an event, okay, event occurs, then it is going to trigger, or it will send a message. Okay, I want to run it now. Okay, so then results will be returned. Okay, results are captured or saved, you can say. Okay, so what is the triggering point? Okay, so it is your API call. API call means you are doing some web request. Okay, you clicked one button, so that is your API call. Okay, or in your program you are calling something. Okay, you are calling a calculator. Anything that you want to call or ask something, then that is called as a API call. Okay, interface. Or else you don't want that. Okay, I am not going to use any API call. Okay, so let's say I will upload something. So if I upload any file, then it should trigger this. Okay, and you should be running that code for me now. Okay, let's say I am into Amazon now. Okay, I am a delivery partner. I will take a screenshot. Okay, whether I am giving it to the legitimate customer or I am taking it to myself. Okay, so whenever there will be a delivery boy who comes and takes you the photo there. So in backend, so that photo will have a GPS, okay, tracker. That image will have a tracker, and wherever you delivered, that address and that GPS both will match, and it will be saved backend. Okay, so now you are calling the Lambda function here. You are just running it. Once it get executed, that will stop. Okay, the result will be stored. Okay, it got delivered. Okay, so here you are checking it whether the GPS and the address that is mentioned in the customer are both matching. So result delivered or not delivered. Okay, so that it will be saved. So I am just giving you an example. so that you can understand it easily. Okay, or I want an event where there is some changes on the database. Okay, some user is putting on something or updating anything on the database side. Okay, he is cleaning up or he is adding something, anything, whatever changes on the database, you just trigger it. I want to run a Lambda function, so that will be my triggering point. Okay, or else what I do, okay, I am a Flipkart minutes, okay, or Amazon minutes. You will get it. Okay, you have Amazon now. So if you order within this time, I am going to give you tomorrow by 10. If you order, I will deliver you by tomorrow. Okay, that is how you will see it. Okay, within 8 hours you do, within 10 hours, within 2 hours you do. I will deliver it in so and so. Okay, so there will be a scheduled time at Amazon or any delivery center at the warehouse. They will start that triggering point. They will start the scheduled time. Okay, so 11 o'clock or 10 o'clock you capture all the orders and process it. Okay, only at 11 o'clock, before 10 o'clock, whatever order comes, you deliver it tomorrow. Okay, you distribute that tomorrow. Okay, this is my scheduled time. Okay, so whenever there is a scheduled time, you trigger this event. Okay, these are my events, and then I am passing it to the Lambda here. Okay, now this is running. So this will, it will be execution environment where I will be using the compute resource here. So which will be completely managed by Amazon here. So this I will be storing that results here. Okay, wherever you want to capture it, you can capture this results here. Okay, so now you have key concepts to know here. Okay, so what is the function here? What is exactly you are running? Okay, so what is your logic? What is the code that you want to run? Number one. Okay, then your handler, what it has to execute. Okay, how it has to call. So that is your handler, and your runtime. Okay, where it should run, whether it is your Java program, or is it a Python program, or is it a Go program. What I have to run, I will give you the list of my runtime where you can come and execute it. Okay, so let's say runtime is nothing but, okay, you earlier we used to have a cult playgrounds. Okay, so you can book a playground. Still now you will have a lot of apps where you can book one playground for 30 minutes, 40 minutes. Then you can play that for 30 minutes or 40 minutes, and then you can go. So runtime will also be that it will be giving you a platform to execute. Okay, I am giving you the platform. You execute that. Once it is executed, then it is done. Okay, so that is your runtime. Okay, you don't have to manage anything. You don't have to install Python. You don't have to install VMs, Fedora, Amazon Linux, AMI, nothing. Okay, so you give me code in which language you want to give. Okay, you give me. Okay, I will run that. Okay, that is runtime. And then what is the triggering point here? Okay, triggering point is like what is that? I just now explained it. Triggering point. Okay, someone will get angry. Okay, there will be some triggering point. So everyone will have that triggering point, once you see that you cannot bear it, okay, that immediately you will get an angry, you become violent, okay. So you think like that, okay. So this is your triggering point, okay. What is your triggering point to start this function, okay, where I have to run it, okay. What is the handler, okay, what is the timeout here? Let's say I started running, okay, so it failed, okay. How many times I have to run, okay, what is my max timeout, okay. So I have given a timing, okay, within 3 minutes you need to execute this task, okay. After 3 minutes this will get closed. Within 3 minutes you have to execute this completely, okay. So now here, how many instances of your function can run at the same time? Okay. So now you are getting this instance here. So here instance is not your EC2 instance. Here instance is how many times, how many instances I can run your function and run it at the same time. Okay. Can I use 10 virtual machines or 10 EC2 instance or 100 EC2 instance at a time for, let's say, for 20 seconds? I will use 200 EC2 instance for 10 seconds and I will stop. Let's say your execution is very case sensitive. It is time sensitive. Okay. So you need to respond it immediately within what do you call, like 120 millisecond. Okay. So I have given a function. Okay. So I need an output within 100 millisecond. Okay. If I am running it in 2 instances, I am still not able to get that output. Okay. So my function is very time sensitive. Okay. It should immediately calculate and it should give me. Okay. So at that time you will specify. Okay. So you can take 10 number of instance, means, so I will draw that here. So you will not get it. Okay. So I have a function. Okay. So there's this is my event. Okay. So I should get it within 110 milliseconds. The output, this, if I am giving input, okay, I should get the output within this 110 millisecond. If I am getting above that, okay, I am not able to digest this, or I am not able to give the proper output. Let's say this is one machine here. Okay, this is a factory here. So this input data I am giving it. Okay. So that die has to punch that particular machine in the particular shape. Based on this input, it should deliver me within 100 milliseconds. Once if it is comes within this range, then it will take and it will die it. Means it will print or something, like it will punch. That is my critical. So here if I am running it on EC2 instance, okay, my input, it will take, okay, 4000 milliseconds, means 40 seconds it will take. So I need it within 110 milliseconds. So what you will do, so you run this function here. Okay. So in instance 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. until unless you get within 100 milliseconds. So you go and run it on these many VMs or instance at the same time. Once you run it for 100 milliseconds, you give me the output, and it should completely execute the function. You should not stop and give it to me in 100 milliseconds. So you should complete it and give me the result. Okay, let's say you want to run it on 40 EC2 instance. So your function will go and run in 40 instance at a time, and you will get the output. So that is your concurrency. Okay, so where you are having a time sensitivity, you will be telling, okay, you are going ahead with the concurrency and you execute at the same time. Okay, so now when you are going to use this Lambda here is, you are going to do some image or file processing. Okay, you have large videos. Okay, you have large images. Okay, I have a 10 MB image. Okay, I should not you should not be compressing that. I am not going to compromise on the quality. Okay, so if I upload 10 MB file, I should get some 200 KB output. Okay, and there should not be any quality issue. Okay, my pixels should not break. That is my use case. Okay, one. Then I am going to upload one type of video. Okay, I will upload MKV. I want it into MP4. So I want it to be converted. Okay, so that is my use case. Okay, and then they have to be uploaded into S3. So anything you can make it as a use case here. Okay, and now you are doing some backends here. So now you want to trigger user creation or user deletion, or you want to track something. Okay, when there is an intrusion. Okay, if there are login attempts. Okay, 5 or 6 login attempts. So then you trigger all these alerts. You check all the logs. Okay, so then you are doing the data processing here. Okay, when the database is changing a lot. Okay, then you do this activity. Okay, you track it. Who is doing this? What is being changed here? You just let me know. I want to see it. Okay, so these are a few of the use cases. Now you have chatbots also. Okay, so whenever somebody try to chat, okay, in the chatbot, then you start executing the Lambda function. Until then you don't start it. Let them try to ping it. Let them tell hi, hello. Then it will start. Okay, this will be like logic. Whenever you respond, then only it will start that automation. And then you have mobile or backend apps. Okay, so you want to handle the authentication. Okay, so like you have your MFA. Okay, like whenever they trigger it, at that time only you start. Okay, so you see it, your authenticator on your mobile phones. Okay, so it will not be running now. You open it, it will not be running. That is a pure example of your Lambda function. Okay, so if once you open it, it will start running it. It will just start executing that function. Okay, now I am live now. Okay, now you can do the authentication here with the particular client. Okay, so if you close it, then it will not run, then it will stop. Once you trigger it, it will stop, it will start, and it will be giving you that keys, it will be giving you that numerics. Okay, and then you have your scheduled task here. Okay, so most of the scheduled tasks are replaced by this. Okay, Lambda functions, because so every 12 o'clock you are running the scheduled jobs here. Okay, so now you are triggering it with every function or every event you are triggering this. Okay, so let's say if there is a storage more than 70%, you start cleanup of this drive. Automatically you clean up. You don't wait for 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock every day. Okay, so when there is a CPU percent 70%, you automatically trigger the cleanup. Okay, so that is your scheduled task. Okay, so now these are all your pricing. Okay, 1 million free request per month. Okay, beyond free type, so you will be billed for this. Okay, then I will go ahead. Then you create a function. Now in the next class we will see that Lambda, how you are going to run it on the AWS. So your cold start, so this is your cold start. First invocation after ideal time. Okay, takes longer to initialize. Once it is initialized, then you can start next time immediately. Okay, so 15 minutes limit. Okay, then you will have least privilege. Okay, you will be giving the least privilege access to run. Okay, so deployment size here, so you will have size limits also. So you more than 10 MB, if you have any layer, then you will be using the S3 bucket only. Okay, so those are all the use cases for your Lambda here. Okay, so at an overview, you will have a very cost efficient. Okay, it will be auto scaling. So for 1 to 1 lakh, you can do it without manual configuration. So you will have zero maintenance, everything it will be handled by the vendor. Okay, like Amazon, it will be handled, and you can have a deep integration with more than 200 services, AWS services. You can integrate this Lambda into most of the services. Okay, that is what our AWS Lambda is. Monday we'll start it, the practicals on serverless. That's your Lambda function. That's it for today. Okay, so if you want, I will share this PPT, and I have done a few changes to the document. Maybe you will get it on Wednesday or Thursday, this document version 11. I will share this. That's why I didn't took the morning session. Most of it I have captured it, and I am covering up. So final version you will get it in 13 or 14 version. So let me release the 11 version here. That's it for today. I am stopping the recording now.